But we have today with us, I'm so excited to share with you. We have Jim Delaney, we have Patrick Delaney, and we have Kevin Delaney from Sentimental Productions. Welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing today?
Thank you. We're doing well.
Oh, I'm so
Thank
excited
you.
to have you back with us. It's been a long time since we've had Sentimental Productions with NAAP, and we're very grateful that you have taken the time to spend a little bit of a few minutes with us today to learn a little bit more about what's been going on with Sentimental Productions. But let's start just a little bit and learn a little bit more about each one of you. If you would just take a moment, we'll start with Jim. If you would just share a little bit about who you are and your background with everyone.
Well, I started this company in 1988, but before that, I was a journalist in Cincinnati, worked both in print and broadcast, and have been a storyteller all my life. And the first couple of videos we did were storytelling in nature. And we found out that as we were contacting activity directors around the country, that actually they told Patrick and many times on the phone that what they really needed was some sing-alongs, and that gave rise to our creation of the Sentimental Sing-Along Collection, which we now have 20 volumes in. And so we kind of went on from there, and we've been in business for a long time. We've created subsequent series, the trivia and scenery, and Sentimental Reflections, which is the main thing now, which is our quarterly video magazine. But I am my wife Doris and I are the parents of four, two of which are on the screen with me, and the grandparents of 10. And we've been running this business for 30 some years.
That's fabulous. Jim, Patrick, share a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Sure. So I started while my father was still at the Cincinnati Enquirer, I started my own little TV show in our basement with my friends with a video camera that my father and my aunt had purchased, and sort of fell in love with the concept of video. Little did I know that a couple of years later, my father would start a video production company. And so to say that I was excited about that would be putting it mildly. So I, sort of worked my way up, and while I've done a lot of work for the Sentimental Production side, we had a lot of work for hire for clients around the region here in Cincinnati. And so I learned to work for a lot of different corporations doing videos for them, as well as the productions that we do on our own. And so it's sort of been a fun journey and a dream come true, and a long way from where I was when I was 10 in the basement with my friends doing fake news.
I love it. I love it. Kevin, how about you? Share a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. So I grew up in this company as well. I was actually one of the performers in our sing-along videos. So many people may recognize me there. I had a career in the news media in Cincinnati after I graduated college, before I joined the business. But I joined full-time about 10 years ago, and I am involved in the production a lot with the Sentimental Reflections. So I love going out to on shoots and researching some fun story ideas of places to visit and shoot and that type of thing. So and I'm heavily involved in the streaming video that we're now doing, as well as supporting email marketing and helping with our sales effort.
Yes, Kevin, I thought you looked familiar, so I think that's great that your claim to fame was as one of the singers in the videos. That's an awesome, you have a very talented voice, so thank you so much. Wow, it's amazing to hear the years of experience that you've had in the news and entertainment industry, and to bring that into Sentimental Productions, and to have a thriving organization as you have since 1988, and bringing this to our communities is just phenomenal. And so I want to thank each of you for all that you've done over the last 30 plus years. We're getting closer to 40 years now, right? Isn't that crazy to think that we're getting, I keep thinking, okay, the 1970s were 20 years ago, right? That's what we always want to say. So not so much, right? So great to hear this information. Let's talk now about Sentimental Productions. As I said, you've been a great friend to NAAP over the last several years. So tell us a little bit more about your company, if you don't mind. Is that Jim?
Is that for me? Yeah. Well, I think what began with a request to Patrick from activity directors, we really began to focus on that and thought, okay, what kinds of products can work with activity directors, and the sing-alongs was one. Certainly the one of my favorites is the scenery Sentimental Serenity, fully 10 one-hour videos of some of the most gorgeous scenery that you've ever seen. And trivia, we made the trivia in such a way that you don't have to be qualified to go on Jeopardy to play this trivia game. It's not dumbed down in any way, but the answers are presented or the questions and answers are presented in a fun way, and we sometimes we have fun with the wrong answers also, so that it's not it's not a quiz really. It's a way to engage people in the world, and we have video clips and still shots and historic shots and some music. We put a little bit of everything in there, and that's what we try to do. We don't ever dumb anything down. It's presented in a way that should be enjoyable for people of any age. We're aware that there are people of different levels in nursing homes and senior living generally, but this, all of our products are designed with a broad range of people in mind. And we continue to produce Sentimental Reflections 4 times a year. We say it's American story, scenery, and song. And some of the concepts that spawned the other series are available in all of the Sentimental Reflections installations, really.
I love that. Patrick, did you want to add anything to that?
No, I think we really got started off with the activity directors through NAAP, going back all the way to Gail Buckner in the late 90s, and then obviously Irene and Chuck Taylor, who I obviously Chuck's gone, but dearly love. And I think it's the fact that we could listen by going to the conventions every year. We could both listen and learn about the different types of facilities. I feel like in the late 90s, assisted living was a brand new concept. And so for us, we were able to evolve and continue to produce the videos for the communities, and really all different kinds of communities at different levels. And so that's what's really been the core of our success. And I believe that's what will continue us to be able to provide, quality programming and just sort of evolve into a more digital type realm instead of the old VHS and DVDs. But it's been a journey, and our journey with NAAP has been a good one. So.
Yeah, I know we just celebrated 40 years this year. We were able to get together once again in person, and that was really beneficial. We know how networking together as individuals in a room can be so much more beneficial than doing, what we're doing today, being virtually together. But, that's the thing with COVID. It really changed a lot of how we all delivered, our services, and we really had to make some shifts. And I know that you had to make some big shifts with COVID, and so you've changed your approach. And I know you want to share just a little brief video here, Kevin. If you're ready to do that, we can share that with everybody now, a little bit more about what Sentimental Productions is doing today.
Sure, certainly.
Awesome.
Now the most popular videos in senior living are available at the click of a mouse through the Sentimental Digital Network.
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
The questions are prepared so educated guesses are part of the fun. and we hope people feel they've learned something new.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground.
More than 70 of our videos are instantly at your fingertips, making life easier for activity professionals.
Down by the old street.
Whether sing-alongs or storytelling programs, streaming increases the ways you can present our videos. They can be streamed on smart TVs, iPads or tablets, as well as closed-circuit community channels. The soothing sensory experience of the scenery and music in Sentimental Serenity is easy to stream to small groups or even individuals. Our technology expands the capability for busy facilities, allowing 5 simultaneous users. That means residents can be enjoying different programs at different places.
Wow, I love that. So you've really been able to increase your digital presence. So share a little bit more about how that all works, if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely. So I will talk about, so one of the things, all of our streaming is based, all of the streaming is done on our website. So we have, and we call it the Sentimental Digital Network. So it's also important to point out too, for anyone who is not streaming right now, all of our programs are still available on DVD. But probably several years before COVID, we had started an effort to digitize and kind of get our products ready for streaming format, knowing that this shift was coming. And I think one of the things that changed a little bit is, and I know technology is different in everyone's building, but one of the things that I think happened with the pandemic is that anyone who didn't have an iPad or a tablet beforehand, and then we're doing family visits that way, that provided an opportunity, and some of that technology had to be upgraded during that time. So I think, you know, and I know another great use of this is that, you know, facilities who are lucky to have a community channel, that is an excellent way to use our programs and put it in all of the residents' rooms. So those are kind of some great ways. And just back to those iPads for a second. So really the way our streaming works is you can go to our website and just from any device with an internet connection. So that's, you can pull it up on an iPad, you can pull it up on a phone or a mobile device. You can pull it up on a laptop or a smart TV. So that's how, and then with the 5 different users, you know, if you're signed in, our system allows 5 people to be on at once, which is how, you know, somebody could be running a program in the activity room. Somebody else could be with an individual resident or several on individual iPads. And that really, that's the exciting part for us, because that expands our reach into the facility and how our programs can be used.
I love that. Patrick or Jim, do you want to add anything to that?
Well, one thing I would add is that while, for instance, for a digital subscription to Sentimental Reflections, we add some bonus material. So every quarter we put seasonal material up there that you can get a program or 2 out of, you know, and it just seems to me that when you have a subscription of any kind, and first of all, we should emphasize, anybody listening, we always have 4 free programs, at least 4 free programs that are available that anybody can use. There's no, you know, we want people to learn about this and use it, no restrictions. You know, there's several hours of content that they can use. But when you have any of the packages, you just have a plethora of activities that you can generate off of there, you know. And I always say that it's easy for people to fill out their activity calendar if they've got a subscription, because they can see how they can use it over the next month or the next quarter or whatever. And so anyway, we just think it opens up all kinds of new horizons.
I agree with that. I think it does open a lot of great horizons, and there's so many benefits that you have been able to allow to be a part of the digital subscription. Just so everybody can learn more about it, we did add to the link here for the meeting today. The website is SDN, so Sentimental Digital Network Video.com is what that stands for, and that'll give you information on more details about how to bring Sentimental Productions digitally into your communities. Is there anything more that people would want to learn about that? Kevin, did you have another video you wanted to share with us?
Yes, I actually have a demonstration, just so we want to make sure that people know how to find the free content on our site. So we put together a little clip just showing you where to go and how to watch once you get to our website.
Perfect.
This video is a demonstration on how to find the 4 free videos you can stream on the Sentimental Digital Network website. If you go to our website, sdnvideo.com, you want to find the Watch tab at the top of the page and click where it says Basic Subscription. On the Basic Subscription page, you will see our 4 free programs in this playlist, and there is a play button over the first video. In the playlist, you can simply choose the title that you want to watch. It may automatically start playing. If you hover over the bottom right-hand corner of the video, you are able to turn it full screen so you can watch it full screen. And again, you can simply move up and down the playlist to choose a different title that you would like to watch. If you're interested in more streaming videos, click the Watch tab and then click on Standard Subscription Sentimental Reflections. If you subscribe for 1 year of access, you can stream more than 20 full programs. The first playlist has 12 full Sentimental Reflections videos from the past 3 years. Next is our seasonal content playlist. It has full programs as well as shorter seasonal segments, and this content changes every month. The third playlist is our variety playlist, where we've included programs from our other series, including trivia, a sing-along video, and our scenery series called Sentimental Serenity.
Oh, that's very cool. I like the user-friendly video description of what to do, because I think a lot of us sometimes get to a website and then we're like, we don't know how to fully navigate that. So that is fabulous. And I love all the free content that you're already providing for everybody. So I would encourage those of you who are watching to check out the free content. If you saw it was just easy to grab, there's no gimmicks to put your name or any information in, which a lot of us sometimes don't want to do right away until we learn something. So I know as a user, I appreciate that. So thank you for putting that into play with your free content and sharing that. Is there anything else that our audience or our viewers should know?
I would just say, finally, if you know, technology, especially if you're older, can be very challenging. I'm allowed to say that. And if you try to get on and you haven't, you're not getting there, give us a call on our 800 number, which I think is in I think we have it here somewhere, but it's 800-762-0338. And we'll be happy to answer any questions and make sure that you can get on and get the free content.
Love it. I love it. So are there any final words of wisdom that you have for us today?
Not really. We just hope that as this evolves and people hopefully begin getting back to normal and getting in group activities and things like that, that they can continue to utilize our programming in that way. But again, reminding people, whether it's a volunteer on a Sunday afternoon or somebody that's not quite certified in activities but got thrown into the position, they can use our programming as well. And this is a good way to introduce them to that and you know, keep smiles on the residents' faces. I think that's why we're all sort of in this originally. So
I also think that Patrick's point about volunteers is a very good one. You know, I think people have had to use, you know, they take help where they can get it. And a lot of times volunteers are trying to do a program, and this really makes it easy, you know. And the one-on-one, We had some family members who were Alzheimer's patients, and the ability to use either a sing-along or those Serenity videos with the beautiful scenery, it makes it more personal. And it's not like you're making a purchase for every group activity. You can really bring it down to a one-on-one basis, and that's the flexibility of digital. It's just and we think it has a lot to offer for activity professionals.
One other thing I would like to add too is that if people are familiar with one series or another, if you only know us for our sing-along collection, the free videos, what a great time to try it. If you've never seen a timeless trivia program or one of our scenery videos, we know people serve different populations, different residents, and this is the best way to try it. So that's what we're happy that the technology allows us to do that, because it's a great resource.
That's the thing. I was just going to point that out, Kevin. So thank you for bringing that to mind, that it's not just about sing-alongs anymore. There's so many other things that are out there, and you have always had these resources, but now that they're on a more digital level, which is beneficial for our professionals that are going back into lockdown. Like we've just seen recently with the new variant of COVID, that communities are going back into lockdown status. And so having something new and refreshing to do is going to benefit everyone that needs to receive, some form of contact. Like you said, Jim, it's great for one-to-one programming when we're in that position. And Patrick said, it's good for the volunteers to utilize that in the groups when they're there providing the support that they do when the staff can't be there. And so this is just a great all-around program as it is. And so that you can find out more at sdnvideo.com. Or as Jim said, you can call the 800 number. It's 800-762-0338. So thanks again, guys, for your time today. And we will be back here again with NAAP News Now once again at another time. And we hope that each of you will stay safe and stay sane. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.